What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Rat2501 here, continuing a series that I kind of left alone for a while during the month of October because it wasn't really scary, okay? But this is what I'm going back to. This is Weapon Stereotypes, Episode 5, The Demo Man, alright? And this is, of course, by Soundsmith. So, let's see what he says about the Demo Man hats, and let's go.
You know, Demo Man is one of those classes that everybody just hates to
Soundsmith
fight
imposter.
Die
It's
to a
not really
grenade launcher?
him.
Well, he's a dirty roller spammer. You die to a sticky trap? Well, he's a dirty sticky spammer for some reason. I mean, it was a trap. That's literally the opposite of spam. I don't know. It's just, everybody complains about this guy, and I don't think he really deserves the bad reputation that he gets. But one good thing that's come out of this is that there are tons of stereotypes to talk about with this guy. So, once again, here's that obligatory disclaimer thingy-majigger.
Yeah.
Stereotypes don't mean
I'm not
everybody.
talking about you. Don't be all sexist. Don't be especially a snowflake and cry because you don't like what I said about your character.
Okay? Okay, let's get started.
Okay, blow up. The Demo Man. Grenade launcher.
The grenade launcher is used by pretty much everyone and their mother at this point. I mean, sure, some people might favor other launchers, but everybody's used it at one point. Whether it be Jose Gonzalez 2005, who just installed the game, or Cold Steel, the demo main, blasting Linkin Park and working on his Sonic OC, or just an absolute god amongst men hitting pills left and right. You never really know what kind of person is coming at you when you see the stock launcher. So, obviously, this means that you should judge them based on their hats, since that's clearly a good indicator of skill. Hey, you.
The lock.
Yeah, you. Are pipes too hard to hit? Do you struggle with prediction of any kind? Are you too lazy to put in the work to actually be able to play Demo Man? Well, fear not, the lock and load is for you. Featuring a faster projectile speed and no pill tumbling, your shots will basically connect themselves. No, really, this thing is stupidly easy to use. Now, some people might argue that this weapon is a crutch, since you're losing 25% of your pills in exchange for pipes that are easier to hit, but fear not, this weapon also doesn't get rollers, so now you can say that it takes more skill to use. Even though that makes no sense whatsoever, because that's just another reason why you'd be better off using stock if you could actually aim. A lot of people use this launcher, and for a variety of reasons. Some people use it because the pills are rounder and don't tumble, which actually makes them slightly more predictable due to the way that the source engine handles aerodynamics and wind resistance and stuff. Some people like to use it because the rollers are easier to control, but I think we can all agree that one thing that connects all of these people together is that they saw Banny use it in a competitive match once, so obviously that means it's the best launcher. Okay, but actually, though, I use it because it sounds like a basketball, and I think it's really funny.
Yeah, I use it
too. So there are quite a few stereotypes.
It's really hard for me to use.
First, you've got the guy who's just a total meme lord. He realizes that the loose cannon is arguably Demo's worst primary launcher, but he uses it anyway because double dunks are stupid and really satisfying to pull off. So tell me, why do you use the loose cannon over other launchers?
Because I'm about as casual as one can get, and I enjoy double dunking people, knocking them off cliffs, and making them crater a lot more than outright killing them. And I like the idea of being associated with cannons.
Next, we've got the guy who used to use the old loose cannon. You know, the one with the faster projectile speed that you could basically spam down a choke point and get free double donks forever? But he's so used to it that he can't go back to any of the other launchers. This is also the guy who will constantly complain about the loose cannon, but, you know, use it anyway. There we go.
Nice shot.
You know, I hate the loose cannon. It's just like, ever since they nerfed the firing speed and the thing, it's like,
what?
I have 108. I have like 100. Let me see. I have 184 weapons on this kill.
Can't you just use a different launcher?
It's just like, you know, I was playing Call of Duty Zombos the other day, and just like I was using trying to like, like this isn't the this is loose cannon.
And finally, we've got the guy who's just a trimping god. He'll use the tide turner along with the loose cannon to extend his jumps and just fly everywhere and getting cabers and heads, and he's just absolutely friggin' terrifying. Please don't kill me. These are most commonly associated with Demo Knights, but they can be used for a few other subclasses. Now, the wee booties are almost always seen on Demo Knights, but the bootlegger sees more common use by sticky tanks and demo pans, etc. But really, I mean, let's be honest. If he's using either of these, he's probably Demo Knighting. You would think that the stereotype for this would have to do with overusing the sticky bomb launcher to become a discount carpet bomber, but most demos using the base jumper really just use it for this.
Overly dramatic dogfighting.
Come here. Here, let me hit you.
Here, let me
No.
No, that's cheating.
I have the high
And
ground.
now he's
banana
taking
kid.
off again. There you go, man.
No, please.
To aerial fight. That's why they use it
I
for.
have the high ground banana kid.
I have the high ground. Okay, that was
The
clever.
Sticky Trilogy. Let's start with the easiest stereotype.
Sticky bone launcher.
All you can do is spend life left click and hold right click. Zero skill, bad. You suck. I don't care if you got a 23 kill streak going. Zero skill, sticky bomb spamming fuckboy. And I can sort of see how this may seem cheap, but at the same time, there was a time when sticky bombs didn't actually have to ramp up. You know that little flicker they do when they get deployed? Before they can actually do maximum damage? Yeah. That actually didn't used to be a thing. So be happy it ain't like that anymore.
Also, if I could just add to this really quickly, it's worth noting that this is by far the most common sticky launcher to see in general play, and people who use it are really, really defensive about using it. Like, obviously Travi's memeing, and if he's not, I'm sorry. But operating under the assumption that he was memeing, somebody who heard that meme would probably take it personally and go into a long rant about why the sticky bomb launcher takes skill to use, and, like, that's cool, dude, but, like, it's a sticky bomb launcher. Like, come on.
The
This
Quickie
thing.
bomb launcher?
This fucking thing. Take the stock sticky bomb launcher stereotype and multiply it by asshole. I want to hack your granddad's hip replacement. you
Multiply it
little-
by asshole.
Yeah. I kind of have to mention that this thing is meta and an absolute god tier weapon in MVM. I have carried entire MVM tours with this monstrosity. That being said, you will have to train a bit with this. Then there's the regular game. Since sticky spam is widely hated, when you use this, people just laugh. There's nothing funnier than seeing a demo man spamming these on the point and furiously right-clicking. Legend has it, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the right clicks along with tears of frustration if someone uses this weapon offensively. Instead, set up some defensive traps. You know, use the sticky bombs to actually stick to something where your opponent doesn't expect it, like a dispenser, this fucking bush on upward, your NG sentry nest. Put a circle of these around the hoovy. They don't know what to do when this happens and just shout for help. Back to you, Soundsmith.
You killed everybody. There you go.
So pretty much everybody puts the jumper weapons in the meme bin, right? Like, nobody uses them seriously. But in a casual setting, the sticky jumper can actually be used as a legit weapon. It's actually more of a utility, I guess. Look, since the demo basically has two primary weapons, if you can hit your pills, you not only become a terrifyingly mobile target, but you can also deal insane amounts of damage. You don't believe me? Go watch Cirky, that dude's nuts. Alright, so all of the shields can pretty safely be placed under the Demo Knight category, but each one of them has different specific stereotypes about them. For example, the Charge and Targe is the shield that's most commonly used by Hybrid Knights. These are the guys that have a sword, but primarily use their grenade launcher. This is because the Charge and Targe has the highest resistance out of all of the shields, which makes the demo significantly tankier and hard to kill, especially against soldiers in other demos. Now, for this reason, you can expect these guys to play aggressively at first, but then as soon as they take any damage of any kind, they'll just charge out and run to a health pack. They're really annoying to play against since they're really hard to finish off, but if it's any consolation, most of them can't aim pills anyway, so they won't be killing you either.
Yeah, I'm
This is the shield used
I
mostly
can't
by
aim.
pure demo knights. There's still a significant amount of resistance attached to it, but it does way more damage when running into somebody than the Targe does. Splendid Screen demos will probably try to overuse this, and they'll end up overextending way too much. Also, they really like ×10 mode, for obvious reasons. This is probably the most common shield out of the three at this point, since the control that you get while charging is invaluable for lots and lots of maps. It's not nearly as ridiculous as it was on release, but it's still a really strong choice despite having the weakest resistances out of the three. Tide Turner demos will tend to use this shield as a mobility tool more than a tool to get heads. You'll see them charging all the time because of the fact that you get your charge back on kill, and weirdly enough, they seem to be very aggressive. I don't really know why though. I mean, more often than not, it'll just get them killed. This guy
Yeah,
is a
well,
stock purist, despite there being
they don't
clearly
care.
superior options to the bottle.
Dude,
They
man.
insist on using the stock bottle. Maybe this is because he has a strange one. Maybe it's because he's an old school player and he misses the fact that the bottle used to break when you hit somebody with it. I don't know. But
Really?
one thing that we can be sure of is that this guy will use the stock taunt for the bottle at basically every opportunity.
These guys don't like the look of the stock bottle, but they still want to be Alcoholic Demolition Man, which is why there
Alcoholic
should be a
Demolition Man.
Strangify for this. No, seriously, Valve, get on it.
Damn,
Most people's go-to stereotype for this weapon has to do with the brain-dead hitbox abuser, but more often than not, Islander demos are newer players who just got it from an achievement, and then they equip it because, I mean, it's a huge sword. Obviously, it's going to do more damage. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Thing is, they don't even realize that it takes away 25 health, leading to situations like this happening a lot. Okay, chances are you're only using this because it's technically an unusual. I mean, sure, you might be better off with the stock reskin or the skull cutter or something, but it's an unusual. You main Peach in Super Smash Bros. And you constantly forward smash.
You main Peach? You main Peach in Super Smash
No,
Brothers?
but really though, the stereotype for this is basically the same as the Islander, except instead of getting it from an achievement, you got it from a random drop. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is technically the meta melee weapon for competitive demo, or at least it used to be. So if someone is using the skull cutter, they either play comp and take themselves a bit too seriously, or they're doing the stupid-ass base jumper skull cutter strategy. Also, it's worth noting that this is the only sword-like weapon for demo that can get random crits, so you'll see this used fairly regularly with the Tide Turner.
The Claymore, and that is the pronunciation, not the translation, I know it's the Gaelic spelling of Claymore. The Claymore used to be the king of ping-ponging when paired with the Tide Turner, but now most people just see it as a discount Zatoichi. It is a rare sight these days on the battlefield, but when you do see one, it's for one of three reasons. 1, they are new to the game and it's literally the only Demo Night unlock they have. 2, they are people who bought a professional strange killstreak or collector's one back when it was a good weapon and are holding on to it either hoping that Valve changes it back to what it used to be, or they don't want to sell it for an eighth of what they bought it for. God, those poor guys. Or 3, they are a hybrid knight that understands that it has no downsides when sheathed and can quickly be deployed for a little extra health and pick kills outside of his grenade launcher's range. These are hybrid knights that mostly favor the grenade launcher and will use it the majority of the time, but they are competent with both Demo Man and Demo Knight gameplay. So when you see that Claymore come out, you know that he has found you to be a good pick, and there is no one coming to save you. Still, even these guys know that the Claymore is not the best sword. They use it because they don't want to be hindered by the half Zatoichi's switch, as they so heavily rely on their grenade launcher they don't want to worry about losing health or not being able to switch altogether if they don't get a kill. So in short, when you see this weapon on the battlefield, it's either going to be an easy pick for you, or you are the easy pick. Also, why does it have to have its one unique stat of longer charge duration gone? That would still work great with its new stats. Just think of the possibilities.
Okay. Nailed it.
This guy is probably using the booties, since using a launcher of any kind is basically worthless with this equipped. Also, he always seems to have his charge ready, no matter what. You should always assume that Persian Persuader demos have their charge ready, because if you don't, you're gonna die. A lot.
Ah!
Oh hey, here's your screen shakes while I play some overly used meme song joke.
Okay. Oh, there you go. What the hell? Oh, damn, what?
Valve, please bring back the old caber, because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
That
it is
shouldn't-
ridiculous.
I just
The
want to be
sound
able
of
to
a
terrorize
broken
snipers
man.
again, man. Just bring back the old caber. I miss it. Everybody misses it. Except sniper mates, but screw those guys. Alright, that's all the weapons for demo.
But Soundsmith, what about the frying pan? You forgot the frying pan.
This is I've done this joke in this video. I need to stop.
Yeah, go watch the multi-class episode. It's literally the exact same as it was in there. Same deal with the pain train, the Zatoichi, and every stock reskin. Anyway, Heavy is up next, so let me know if you've got any suggestions for him, but, yeah. Other than that, that's really it. I don't have anything else.
Okay, I was supposed to do the
Yeah,
hats,
cool.
but this I accidentally
Thanks for watching, guys.
did
I'll
the
see you next time.
the weapons. Oh well. Sellout section. Other cool dudes who support me on Patreon. That's cool. Considering the landmine that is YouTube's copyright bullshit these days, you know, kind of have to go to. Oof, what was that? Kind of have to rely on Patreon. At least a lot of people do. Okay, so that's all of that. Okay, so I hope you guys like that. Wrong video. It was supposed to be the hat stereotypes, not the weapon stereotypes. Oh well, I screwed up there. Sorry about that. I'll just skip. Just when I get to Demo Man, I guess I'll just do the hat stereotype instead of the weapon stereotype. Anyway, that'll be a nice cover-up. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to click on the link to the original, get down to Soundsmith, and give him a like on his original video, and subscribe to him. But before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to me, and don't forget to say other things you guys want to see me do in the comments. You know, there are other games and stuff like that. You can probably check out my game channel, link in the description, for more TF2 videos, and of course, the rest of the Call of Cthulhu is going to be on there. Yeah, my nose is like, allergies or something. Anyway, you can check out my game channel. Lots of cool stuff there. And I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to tune in every day for new content. And bye-bye.